5 shootings in the capital city between Friday night and Monday morning, with video from the scenes blowing up on social media. These videos are from Friday night's shooting at the Stadium Ultra Lounge in Baton Rouge. 7 people were hurt there, with dozens fleeing for cover.
Currently working an active scene near Highland Road and Lee Drive. That call coming in just around 7 o'clock tonight after a possible shooting. Police secured the scene but were unable to locate a victim.
In bars tonight after police connected him to a shooting on Greenwell Springs Road that happened over the weekend. Video surveillance linked Yoshi Edwards to that shooting.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and we're going to talk about this lit Yoshi, TBG, BBG, and NBA YoungBoy beef that's going down in the streets. So for the capital city of Louisiana, which is Baton Rouge, it would seem like it would be a small place to have such big talent. You've got amazing rappers coming out of Baton Rouge, and Lit Yoshi was one of those rappers that was on his way. Now, Lit Yoshi is allegedly the top enforcer, aka the top gunner for TBG. Now, TBG is short for Top Boy Guerilla Gang. Now, the city and the local police department believe this to be an active crime organization. So it's also believed that Lit Yoshi carried on various attacks and shootings allegedly on the behalf of the organization. For those who don't know, this organization has been at war with several other organizations within Baton Rouge for a long while. But to get a full grasp of what took place and how we got to this point, we're gonna have to travel back in time a bit. Now, in the early 2000s, a then very young rapper by the name of Lil Bootsy was set on his path to put Baton Rouge on the map as far as rap talent. He had a very near and dear friend by the name of Ivy. Ivy would go on to start his own rap label called the Top Boy Guerilla Gang. Now, during this time, the south side of Baton Rouge was split into 2 sections. You had the Top Boys and the Bottom Boys. Both adopted separate names and called themselves the Guerilla Gang. So now you have the Top Boy Guerilla Gang, which is TBG, and you have the Bottom Boy Guerilla Gang, which is BBG. You can see these associations in their rap names. 2 examples of this are where you have BBG Baby Joe, who is an acquaintance of NBA YoungBoy, and you have TBG Fredo Bang, who is one of the biggest and most successful artists out of TBG. So to the casual fan, these letters would seem like nothing but another part of their rap persona or their Instagram name. But when you take account all the lives that have been lost and the shootings that have taken place, there's definitely something more sinister at hand. Place in point, Young Ivy, the original CEO of Top Boy Guerilla Gang, lost his life in the early 2000s. And this is spread into the streets and included one Lit Yoshi, because Lit Yoshi is actually a blood relative of Ivy. So there was no guessing which way he was going to sway when it came to who he was going to represent in the streets and in the rap game. Lit Yoshi's alliance to TBG is also seen in who he chooses to collaborate with in music. He's a frequent collaborator with Fredo Bang and with G Money. Now, G Money was an artist on TBG who had an ongoing beef with none other than hip-hop superstar NBA YoungBoy. It also played into the beef between TBG and the NBA clique. Now, there's solid proof that before the NBA and TBG started beefing, they were actually in alliance. They were friends. Their comments shown in pictures together. You could also see NBA YoungBoy with a TBG sweater on. So there wasn't any beef until there was some beef. Now, NBA YoungBoy and G Money started beefing, and G Money made some claims in his music and online and in some interviews about NBA YoungBoy that were later refuted. Now, the claims were made about NBA YoungBoy's sister, and they were so egregious that there was no way this beef was going to end in any other way. And sad to say that it spilled into the streets and disaster struck. So in late 2017, the rapper G Money lost his life in a targeted attack and was shot to death in Baton Rouge, his hometown. Now, there was murals painted for G Money all over the place, and people were really sad about this situation because he was a definite rap talent and a lot of people saw his career going in good places. Now, there was a lot of speculation about who was at the head of this attack and who planned out this hit on G Money. And then in 2019, a lot of the fans came to realize what took place.
You are reacting tonight to the arrest of this man, DeAndre Fields. Baton Rouge police say they arrested him years after the shooting death of a local rapper, Baton. Back in 2017, Baton went by the name of G Money. He was found shot to death in the parking lot on Dallas Drive there. Police arrested DeAndre Fields for second-degree murder.
DeAndre Fields, the lone gunman in this situation, was also a close acquaintance of NBA YoungBoy. So this did nothing but fuel the flames in the beef between TBG and NBA. Now, NBA stands for Never Broke Again, which is a clique that's run by NBA YoungBoy. Now, this clique has now been included in this ongoing beef between TBG, BBG, and you can see BBG Baby Joe and a lot of those other folks from BBG have now sided and are cool with NBA YoungBoy. Even though they've had their own beefs and their own internal struggles, it still seems like the ops will always be TBG. And this beef carries on and on. So enter Lit Yoshi, the alleged crew behind the G Money hit brought to light, and Fredo Bang in jail, who is G Money's best friend. It seems like the TBG clique was not going to take that loss on the head. So Lit Yoshi allegedly went to work on the streets in their behalf. Lit Yoshi has been associated with several shootings throughout the area. Through his own admission, he's taken pride in running down on BBG members. He even took to social media to talk about a time where there were 12 BBG members in a barbershop and he ran up on them by himself with no fear.
Man, they flashing out on live about me, man. All these niggas out the hood, all these niggas out the bottom, man. Why these niggas flashing out on me on Instagram? But when I walked in Kid Barbershop and try to see what's all this shit about, nobody ain't had nothing to say. But now niggas won't go on Instagram and just flash out on me like that. Like, damn. I walked in Kid Barbershop on every BBG. On every BBG. A nigga ain't say nothing when I asked a nigga. Nigga says up with us, so is it up? Nigga ain't say a fucking word. That's on them 3 letters. That's on Ivy, man. Nigga ain't say shit. So why these niggas on live playing with me like I'm just a bitch ass nigga? I walked in a barbershop by myself, and there about 12 of them, 11 for sure. And asked the nigga, man. So why nigga be on this bitch playing with me like I'm a hoe? And this nigga talking about taking my gun and all that, man. I done put my guns in these niggas' hands so many times. I gave y'all so many chances to try to take my shit. Y'all don't know who the fuck to play with. Y'all bitches ain't gonna play with me in person. These niggas be tripping.
And Lit Yoshi's involvement didn't end there. Now, after the realization of what took place in the planned hit of G Money, TBG was definitely about getting some get back. So allegedly they took to the streets. Testimony of the detectives in the case against Lit Yoshi had been carrying on attacks on behalf of TBG since April of 2019, and the latest attack being July of 2020. So he was definitely putting in work in the streets on the behalf of his crew, but he was simultaneously garnering the attention of law enforcement, which eventually led to his arrest. Lit Yoshi was arrested in December 2019 for allegedly taking part in a drive-by shooting at Highland Road at a convenience store. There were 4 occupants in the vehicle, and Lit Yoshi was charged with 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Lit Yoshi has been out on bond since then, but according to authorities, that didn't slow down his activity in the streets one bit, because he was connected to several other shootings in the area in the previous months after being released on bond. It's also alleged that Lit Yoshi took part in a shooting in an apartment complex in April of 2020. One of the victims in the shooting ended up being a well-known NBA member. So you can see that this beef was on and going. The online community, social media, and a lot of the fans believe that some of the NBA and BBG members started cooperating with law enforcement because of the ongoing pressure they were receiving from Lit Yoshi's crew. They were daily doing drills and looking for ops. A lot of the criminal activity in this beef has taken place on social media. You can see in this video clip from Baby Joe on Instagram Live that, man, things get out of hand really quick.
You be doing some next shit, son. How you touching up people's shit, man? I'm finna back the fuck out you, son. Real, bitch. Man, turn that shit on, man. Nigga.
And just like that, there was a shooting that took place while BBG Baby Joe was on Instagram Live. It left the fans stunned and everybody was wondering what took place after that. But it seems like everything is all right with him, but this is an ongoing battle that isn't stopping anytime soon. Lit Yoshi was also connected in a shooting on 4th of July 2020, where it said that him and another accomplice had opened fire on a different apartment complex. Rumor has it that Lit Yoshi and his crew inside of TBG never let off the gas and was putting immense pressure on BBG and NBA, and it just couldn't be matched. So the police had to step in. So in July of 2020, Lit Yoshi was arrested and he was given a bail of $1.8 million. With the bail set that high, it's obvious that the objective was just to make sure that Lit Yoshi could not go back to the streets. He's obviously been deemed a terror or a menace to society, and his reputation precedes him. There's a lot of rumors and stories circulating about involvement between NBA and BBG's clique to get Lit Yoshi locked up, but nothing has been brought to the forefront and nobody has brought up any solid paperwork. Well, currently, Lit Yoshi's rap career has been stalled. It looks like he's going to be locked up for a while, and because of how high his bail is, it doesn't look like he's going to be getting out anytime soon. Now, currently, we haven't seen any other interactions between these two crews take to the media, but this is definitely a crazy story when it comes to hip hop. Now, Baton Rouge has contributed many prominent artists to the hip hop scene. We've had Lil Bootsy, Kevin Gates, NBA Youngboy, and Fredo Bang. But hopefully this thing in the streets can stop and these guys can get to what they do best, which is rapping. Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man, and we out of here. Peace.